you way too dope, kid.
I've been living around this morning through rain. Hidden pain, hidden tears. Had to keep them locked away. I done shed so many tears. Heal my heart, save my soul. I buried my heart anew. Devil working on my soul, but I'm so blessed. Leave it up to God, so right now I just worry less. Yeah. Heal my heart, save my soul.
Kato, you way too dope, kid.
The pain from my past.
Name and where you're from?
Timothy James. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You know, originated from Trinidad and Tobago.
Tell me about family life growing up.
It was good. Grew up with all my older brothers. You know, pops wasn't there, but my brothers and them held it down for me. You know, they took care of me and made sure I'm situated.
What kind of kid were you in high school?
High school, I was a rebel. I wasn't too keen with high school because I couldn't really follow the rules that they wanted me to follow. So, yeah, high school wasn't it for me.
What'd you do after high school?
After high school, I gravitated to the streets, you know?
What exactly did you do?
Yeah, so, I mean, at first I started throwing parties, and then from there, you know, I just got caught up with people, you know, and just started dealing a little bit.
Caught up with people how?
Nah, just friends and stuff like that I met, you feel me, and just got influenced.
What did you start dealing?
Marijuana.
Yeah, how did you get the marijuana?
How did I get it?
Yeah.
From my peoples, yeah.
Tell me how it worked.
Nah, well, they had the link, so basically all I did was I was close to them, so it was easy access. It wasn't.
How long did you do that for?
I did that for a couple of years, man, probably like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the best year for you selling marijuana?
The best year for me is when I turned 21.
Yeah. What was it like?
It was like heaven, man.
Yeah.
I had the money, had the girls, you know, had everything I wanted. You
Yeah.
feel me? The cars, everything. You feel me?
What kind of money are we talking about?
We talking money.
What's your best month?
The best month, I mean, we used to knock numbers, man. We used to make numbers weekly and stuff. We used to make over 60K type, you know. Yeah.
So I mean, what happened after that? You know, like, did everything go how it was supposed to?
Now I had a couple ups and downs and stuff like that. I ended up coming and have a daughter, so I had to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
So tell me about the downs.
The downs was just basically the law, and yeah.
How'd you get caught up?
The law, the police.
How'd you get caught up?
I got caught up by driving with work in the car.
And what happened?
Got pulled over by the police, and they smelled the marijuana and got arrested.
What happened after that?
Well, I actually beat the case because I had a lawyer and I had the money, so I beat the case.
Yeah.
And they got thrown out.
How important it is that you had a lawyer and you had like a good quality lawyer. What if you didn't have a good lawyer? What do you think would have happened?
I probably would have did jail time, but it's very important if you know you're doing something illegal to have money stashed away for lawyer fees. Okay. So anything happened, you're able to hire the best lawyer to get you out of that situation.
What charges were you facing?
It was just possession and trafficking.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the only time you got caught up with law enforcement?
Nah, definitely not.
So it was the worst time for you?
Well, I mean, for me, so I got caught up with law enforcement, but I didn't do any jail time. So they put me on probation, and I ended up violating probation, and that's what made me do jail time. Yeah.
How much time did you spend?
Just 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Where did you spend the 3 months?
Florida.
What part of Florida? What?
Orlando.
I mean, what facility?
think it's Orange County. I can't remember exactly.
Do you remember your first day locked up, man?
Yeah, I was paranoid as a mother.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was paranoid. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know where my faith was gonna be at, you know.
Yeah.
So they had all the how to put it. I had no control of my situation. I was confined, so I couldn't really do what I wanted to do, and I didn't know what the next step would have been. So I was just there, and there's a lot of people who come in with different charges and stuff like that, and you don't know them. So you just gotta keep to yourself and just, you know.
So how do you navigate through the first week?
Just by staying by yourself, staying to yourself, and not trying to interact and be more than what you is, you know. Because a lot of times when people get locked up, they think like they have to go in there and act tough, you know, and they get themselves in trouble. So by you staying by yourself, people don't really pay attention to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Are there different like gangs or different
When-
sections?
When I was locked up, it really wasn't about gang, because Florida gang life is different compared to like a New York gang life with Bloods and Crips. So it really didn't have like too much Bloods and Crips locked up. So it was just like more about zones. So this one is from the east side and this one is from the west side, you know, like that.
So how do you feel when you know? So what's the worst thing that happened to you while you were locked up?
I got into an altercation. So the story goes, when I met a brethren in there that I went to school with, and he was like, yo, my girl is coming in. I need to look fly for her and stuff like that. So I used to cut hair because my brother taught me how to cut hair and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, cool. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the razor that they normally give us like a razor like twice a week or something to shave. So I ended up breaking the razor and breaking the razor, taking out the blade, and I was going to shape them up with it. You feel me? But the warden and them, they noticed it was missing. I ended up taking a piece of foil paper and replacing it. You know what I mean? And then they saw that, and then they came to the room and got me and put me like in confinement, 23 lockdown, 23 and 1.
What do you mean by 23 and 1? 23 hours a day?
23 hours a day, you lock up in a cell, and you get 1 hour to come out to make your phone calls and to shower.
How is that different from regular lockdown?
It's different because regular lockdown, you have like recreation. And then like you get up in the morning at around 6 o'clock. Don't quote me on the timing, but you get up early in the morning and then you eat your breakfast, then they lock you back down. Then they do count, count is basically they count everybody in the rooms. And then from there, you get probably like an hour in the room, then they open it up. And then you have probably 3 hours outside in the recreational room where you can watch TV, play games and stuff like that. And then they lock you back down so you could go, so they could situate, so they could have lunch, so they could prep for lunch and stuff like that. So it's like always like a 3 hour freedom you have. So it goes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So within the time frame. Yeah.
And solitary confinement is total lockdown.
Total lockdown, 23 and 1. So basically, you're not getting no recreation. You're not seeing nobody else. You're locked in your cell by yourself. Or if you have a bunk, a roomie, just two of y'all in there, and nobody can leave. The only time you can leave is that 1 hour, and that's just to make a phone call, do your shower, and that's it.
How long were you locked down for?
I was locked down for actually the last week I was there.
How did you feel knowing that you're leaving and you're getting out? How was the feeling like?
Bad. It was the worst feeling because I knew I was getting out, and then when they put me in lockdown, I knew the chances of me leaving that day that I was supposed to leave was not going to happen.
So what was the last day like in there? Like, how'd you feel walking out of there? What was the feeling like?
I felt like $1 million, man, like, because I didn't think I was going to be able to leave. And then I was just laying in my bed, and it's like 12 in the night, and then they just call my name and just open up the door like, yo, Timothy James, get yourself ready, you know, you're leaving. And it was the biggest joy in the world too. Like, I just like, that was it, I'm out. I ain't coming back.
Have you been in there since?
Nah.
Never been locked up after that?
I mean, I got, nah. Yeah.
So tell me what it's like coming out
So
the first week.
The first week, It felt good. It felt like freedom, you know, for being locked up for that amount of time. Like it just felt like I was free. You feel me? And I could have just do what I wanted to do without people telling me what to do. You feel me?
What do you miss the most?
About
I mean, what did you was most anticipated doing getting out? Like, what was the first thing you said you wanted to do coming out?
see my shorty. Word, I had to. You feel me? That was the first thing. Like, oh yeah, mom is about to be here and pick me up. I'm going. You know what I mean?
So tell me what you're doing now, man. Tell me how life has been since you've been out, all the things you've been doing.
So right now, we have the smoke shop going on right now, and we basically created our own product, which is papers, because we realized that people who's in the drug game and stuff like that, they need accessories so people can use the drugs, but not drugs. I'm saying marijuana. Cut that part. Yeah, marijuana. You feel me? And we just figured like accessories is something that our community haven't tapped into. So it was very important for us to like figure out the product that we wanted to market to the people. You feel me? So like the papers was the most important thing, because in the Caribbean circle, what we do is smoke papers in Fonto. You know, so I noticed when you go to the stores, it's mainly like raw papers. You know, Bob Marley is Bob Marley. You feel me? But we just figured we needed something for the people. You feel me? And the papers was that.
So that's your brand? That's the brand?
Yes, Roll.
So what's the name of your brand?
Roll One.
How did you
Roll
come
that.
up with that name?
It was just brainstorming, you feel me? And when I brainstormed it, I was trying to figure out the right name to get, and like something that we normally say when we smoke. So normally it'd be like, if I'm telling somebody like roll up, it'd be like, yo, roll one. You feel me? So the name just hit. And then I was like, you know what? Behind the name, it gotta have like a meaning. So each letter in the name has a meaning. So R, it stands for real. O stands for one. L stands for leave. And the other L stands for legacy. So it means real one, leave legacies. And this is the first chapter of it.
So what's the plan for the brand? What's the plan for you for this year in terms of where you want to see your company in the next 12 months?
Okay. Definitely we trying to get it global. We trying to get it into every store that we could get it into. And have the community, you know, on board with it. You know, we trying to get more customers to come in and support the brand. So we trying to build our social media, make sure our website is getting traffic that it deserves, you know, and just marketing. Get brand ambassadors to rock with the brand, spread the word. You know, in the next couple of years, we definitely see the brand going global, as far like internationally. We already got it in Trinidad. We have some clients in England, Spain, you know, but we just want to make it more recognizable worldwide.
So how does someone get a hold of your product?
You can reach us on social media, u_roll_one. We on Facebook at Roll One. We have the TikTok Roll One. We have the store location, which is 746 Utica Avenue, where you can pull up Brooklyn, New York.
All right. So what do you want to leave us with? And let us know, you know, what to look out for.
Yeah, just look out for more collaboration with local artists and stuff like that. Definitely look out for the brand being on the big stage. So we have people who's endorsing the brand. So definitely you're gonna see, we have actually a song, we have 2 songs for Roll One right now. That we have 2 artists that we know personally did the song for us, which is called I Got That, and the other one is Roll One.
All right. Well, thank you, man.
Yeah, Roll One, leave legacies. That's how we do it, Roll One.